Hello, everyone. How are you? Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Hi, guys.
Oh, we are in the camper today.
Yeah, we are.
It started off as a beautiful Labor Day, sunny, hot, balmy, and right around 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
We looked at our phones and they said, "Oh, rainstorms are coming in at 4." Okay, no problem. 2:15, thunderclaps. 2:30,
Yeah.
rain was coming down, and we've had off and on rain ever since. So happy Labor Day, everyone!
Happy Labor Day.
Hope y'all got to do something fun today on Labor Day. What did you do today?
I did a little bit of relaxing, but still did some laboring.
Yeah, I definitely did some laboring, guys. I mean, we did the standard stuff in the morning, chicken chores, rabbit chores, garden chores. Then I grabbed some tools and the chainsaw, and I headed into the woods to try and finish clearing out all my hunting area and get my shooting lanes all prepared and get everything set up so that I'm funneling the deer where I want them to go. And actually, I shot a little bit of a video, and that will be out tomorrow if you want to see some of the work that I got done today.
All right.
But you went back there. What'd you think?
It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my farthest shot with the bow will be about 35, 40 yards maybe, which is not bad with a bow. We got the deer feeder's going to go back there. My tree stand's going to go back there. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. Who do we have here today?
All right. So we have Joe Cool.
Hey, Joe.
Pam B. One Day at a Time Farmstead.
Hey, one day at a time. 9 acres.
White Rock Homestead. Karen Spitzer.
Cindy LeBeau.
And I know I'm scrolling down.
Well, I'm helping you out, baby. I'm helping you out.
Susie Jacobson. Lindley Oakey.
Not bad. 9 acres. Family
you
farm.
said 9
Hey,
acres.
Dale. Hey, Lisa.
And Cindy.
Hey, Cindy. How are you? How's everybody doing today? So, yeah, that's what I did today. And I think I pulled my shoulder out a little bit back there doing that. So we are in the eastern side of the Ozarks in north central Arkansas, pretty much on the Missouri border. And we have these vines, these thorny vines that grow up out in the woods, and they're like rope, guys. I mean, they are super duper strong.
They're really thick. You can't even pull them out.
No. And so I was chainsawing trees down and chainsawing stuff down and limbing it up. Go to pull the limbs out. Well, they get caught on those, and I was yanking, and I think I pulled a muscle in my shoulder. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It is what it is, but the job's done.
Let's see. Charlene Grady has come in, Charlene. And Back to Good has come in.
Oh, Back to Good is here. Oh, okay. Hey, how are you guys? So, yeah, that's what I got done today, and you got just some household stuff. And did you do any canning today?
No, not today.
No, you went to the grocery store.
I had.
Missy had
on Labor
errands
Day
to run. Yeah. Well, when you're a homesteader, guys, the holidays don't matter anymore. Like, there's work that's got to get done every single day. It doesn't matter what day it is.
I know. I didn't plan it out very well and ended up going to the store on Labor Day.
Yeah. Was it busy?
Yeah. No, not really.
Hey, maybe it's worthwhile. Go to Walmart to do your grocery shopping on Labor Day, and there's no one there.
And it was just basic stuff that we needed.
Yeah, sugar and
So,
flour and
yeah.
stuff like that. That's not too bad. So we
we were going to go and do our live someplace else
That's right,
because we were looking at trying to get out.
Yeah, and give you guys some different scenery in the background.
Yeah, so but that didn't work out.
No, we were going to go down to the river.
Yeah.
And sit by the river and do our live down there.
Yeah.
But once those storms started coming in, I was like, I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. So maybe on the next live, we'll see how it goes. But we've got some pretty big news, guys. And this should dominate the rest of our live. We have a friend, Jamie, and her husband, Jesse. Three Little Goats Homestead. They have a channel on YouTube. Go check them out. They don't live too far from us here, and they have befriended us. We do the market with Jamie.
Yeah, White Rock. I wanted to, but it had already started raining, so there was no way that I was going to go down to the river.
What was the question they asked?
They didn't ask a question. Oh. She just said you could have been like us and ignored the clouds and kept kayaking.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you got to read the question because nobody else knows what you're talking about. Yes, absolutely. We could have done that, but I saw your short, guys. Not so good. I'm glad you're on dry land, though. I certainly am. Yeah. And hey, this is one of those things that you're going to look back next year and you're going to be saying, "Hey, remember when we went kayaking on Labor Day weekend and a big thunderstorm came in and we could have drowned? It was awesome. It was great."
And I did miss going to be by the water. Because usually on holidays like this,
we're at the ocean.
We would go to the ocein.
Labor Day weekend, we would be at the ocean. There's pretty much no two ways about
it. Not this year.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
All right, Scott Spencer is here. Hi, Scott and Susan. How are you?
Yeah, you got bad storms. We got bad storms too. I mean, we're right around the corner, and there's more rolling in. So, batten down the hatches. Storms are coming from a weird direction tonight. They're kind of coming south to north, which is very unusual for storms in this area.
Simply Jan Homestead is in.
Simply Jan.
Hi, Jan, how are you?
Hey, Sneaky Jan. How are you?
Lori Carp.
Hey,
how are you
Lori.
doing today?
Oh, hi, Bailey. Bailey wants to say hi. Bailey's going to come sit on my lap. Right. So, what was I going to say? I can't even remember.
Something about Sneaky Jan.
Sneaky Jan. Very nicely done. Tricked us all at the Homesteaders Expo. Go check out her video of the Homesteaders Expo or ours or White Rocks or Gillum Farm or 9 Acres or Butler Family Farm.
9 Acre. You're not getting any rain where you are?
Well, they're over in Kansas, I think. I think they're Kansas.
I thought it was.
It might be Oklahoma. I'm old, guys. I forget all the time. I'm sorry, Dale and Lisa. Yeah, because the storms are coming south to north. Yeah. Usually, if we get storms, they come out of the northwest.
J&B. 96 in Kansas City.
Christine from Gillum Farm is here. Yeah. Hey, Christine, how are you?
Thanks for joining us,
Thanks
guys.
for joining us.
I hope you're all having a happy Labor Day.
Yes, I hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day. So, we've got some big news, and it is probably going to dominate the rest of our chat. So, like I said, we have our friends, Jamie and Jesse from Three Little Goats. They have befriended us, and Jamie reached out to us at the market the other day and said that she knew a couple who had pigs that they were looking to get rid of. So we talked to her a little bit about it, and she called them up. They're friends of hers, and we went and looked at the pigs. The next day, we went and looked at the pigs,
We did.
and
These are full grown,
2.5 years old, close to 3.
mm-hmm.
American Guinea Hog Kune mix.
Mm-hmm.
Fully ready.
Figures.
They're ready to go.
Yes.
And their names are Sausage
and bacon.
and Bacon. Well,
we didn't name them though.
No.
That's what their names already are.
Their names were that from the owners who have them now. So we went and took a look at them, guys. And let me tell you something. They are big pigs.
Yeah.
So I knew the Kunis from my research online. Go ahead, get down, Bailey. Are not a relatively big pig. They don't grow out to be a ginormous pig like you would see, like a slaughterhouse pig would be, like a Berkshire or something like that. But these pigs, they're huge. The male is 350 if he's a pound, and the female is pretty close to 250, 275, if not 300 already. We will find out what their weight is when we bring them to the processor. But we got a fantastic deal on these.
Yeah, because
pigs.
They're already at butcher weight. We're not keeping them as breeder pigs. We don't have the infrastructure for that. So these pigs are going directly to the butcher.
Yeah, and there was talk of keeping them for breeders, but after we went and saw them, so they're not separated, guys.
Yeah,
they are together, and there was no talk of piglets. So I don't know if maybe they're not breeding for some reason.
And I know just from us watching a bunch of videos from other people having pigs, sometimes when they're together for that long, they don't tend to breed. And they might be too big to breed.
They might be too big. They might not be able to take and carry through a pregnancy. So
yes.
Who said yes?
White Rock. Now we know where to get bacon.
Oh, I'm telling you. So, well, that's the thing, guys. So I called the butcher. It's actually the butcher that Jamie and Jesse recommended. That's where they brought Uno. Go check their channel out. You can see that video. Very good butcher, according to them. Does excellent work. So...
Oh, hi, Susan. She's on here on her own channel.
Oh, Susan is. Oh, hey, Susan. So the butcher said, oh, Kunis, because I thought they were just Kunis. I hadn't seen them yet when I talked to the butcher.
Hi, Rach. How are you tonight?
Hey, Rach. She said, oh, did you know Kunis don't really have a lot of bacon to them? And I said, yeah, I heard that. And I heard Kunis were kind of a lard pig, but the meat that you do get is very marbled. It's very good meat. Bailey
doesn't get all the attention, Joe Cool. Rocco's right here. You just can't see him. He's actually, oh, there we go. He is actually bothering me now.
Yeah. So that wasn't a game changer for us necessarily because of the sweet deal that we got on these two pigs. But when we found out that they were American Guinea Hog as well, that definitely changed the weight class. Yeah. I don't know what that's going to do to our bacon, but just from looking at those pigs, man, I can't imagine there's not some good belly meat in there. They were large pigs, very, very large pigs. So the owners are holding on to them. They're going to hang on to them. We got like a week and a half. I have an appointment, and again, Jamie and Jesse to the rescue. They are letting us use their livestock trailer, and we're going to go pick up the pigs the day before and bring them that next morning down to the processor. Knock on wood, guys. The people who have these pigs, they are super duper sweet people.
So Cindy has a question.
Sure.
Why would they sell the pigs if they were at butcher weight?
Okay. Well, I'm going to get to that, Cindy, right now. So super duper sweet couple. The pigs were their pets. Mm-hmm. They were not raising these pigs for meat. They were not raising them for breeders. They were pets. They were completely pets. They weren't house pets. They weren't house pigs.
They're really super nice people, and they have, like, you can tell they have a super heart of gold.
They do, and they
love all their animals, and all the animals that they have are their pets.
Yeah,
they don't raise them for meat at all.
No, not even their chickens. They just get eggs out of their chickens. So,
hi, J. Marie. How are you?
Hey, J. Marie. Hey, T. McD.
Friendly
and
bacon.
Brenda.
Yes.
Brenda from Freedom Redbird is here. So, at first they said, well, we don't want to know what you're doing with the pigs. Mm-hmm. But then the husband really wanted to know, and I'm not going to lie to him. I told him we're going to process them. And the wife, she got upset. She was a little tore up about it, and I can understand that as they were pets of theirs. But whatever I didn't ask the reason they were getting rid of them. I guess the female had bit the wife, so I think that played a factor. But they're also getting rid of their livestock guardian dogs. So it's none of my business why. It was a good deal for us. We took it. I let them know. Let's hope they don't change their mind. And I told the guy, I said, hey, look, I says, you know, I want to make sure this deal is going to go through, because I'm going to reach back out to the processor and I'm going to book an appointment. And if I book an appointment and I don't show up there with 2 pigs, the processor is not going to be happy, and I'm probably going to have to pay a cancellation fee for canceling on the day of. And so I told him, I says, you know, I just make sure, because I am booking a processor and I'm not paying if you back out. So he said, no, we're going to let him go. So I believe him. He seemed like a very good man. So let's hope everything works out fine.
Yes, Dale at 9 Acres said that pigs are food, not pets. And we do agree.
Yeah.
And eventually we'd like to get our own breeding pair of pigs. Maybe start off with
we're going to start off with feeder pigs for sure.
Yes.
So.
And yes, Jason at White Rock, he'll pet his food.
Yes.
It makes him taste gooder.
Yes. Well, you know what I mean? Like, hey,
our meat birds are super friendly this time.
Yeah, our meat birds, and you know what? We go in, we scratch their little waddles and their
their little necks and chests, and they want to be petted.
They like interacting with us, and when I go in with their feed, boy, I am their best friend. Let me tell you, every single morning.
But we also know that these are to feed us, so
it's food, and that's what it is. I feel badly for their situation, but it was a sweet deal for us. It worked out perfect. We did have to go buy another freezer, guys.
Yep, we did. We broke down and bought a freezer.
We bought another freezer. Because we have 33 meat birds that are going to be processed, and then these 2 pigs are coming back. Yeah. So basically, we have a week and a half, and then we process our birds. Then a week.
Junk to Gems, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining us tonight.
We have a week and a half. We go get the pigs.
Mm-hmm.
We bring the prigs to the processor. I don't know how long it'll take for us to get them back, but the following weekend, we process our meat birds, and we'll do that right here on the homestead. And then the 2 days later, the hatchery is shipping our our last batch of meat birds out to us. So the month of September, it's going to be pretty hectic, I believe.
It already is.
Hunting season's coming up. The fall garden is going in. Oh, fall garden's going in, guys. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I planted a whole 70-foot row of kohlrabi last week, and I got little teeny sprouts coming up, and I'm so happy.
Hi, Frida and Paul Dillinger. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Oh, and the road less traveled
is joining us.
Hot winds and no rain here. Broken arrow yet. Looking forward to a slight cold front. Well, I don't know where you are, road less traveled, but it did. The humidity broke. As soon as the rain started falling, it got much nicer here. So hopefully that weather will be heading your way. So that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's the story with the pigs. So any of you guys out there who have experience with either American guinea hog or Kuni or American guinea hog mixes, please reach out to us here in the comments and let us know what you thought of that mixed breed.
The meat.
What'd you like of the meat? Did you get too much lard, not enough lard? You know, I'm open for any suggestions anybody has on that kind of pig or pigs in general, because we've never owned pigs.
No.
We've never processed pigs.
We're going to have them here one night, then they're going to the butcher.
Yeah. And off to freezer camp they'll go. So please help us out.
Christine, that is exciting. It's a good way to fill our freezer.
Oh my goodness. So, and then we're going to start breeding the rabbits.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. Bill and Monica and Hillary are itching to get together. They are ready. This cooler weather has set them off. And we've been feeding them some beans from the garden and some other good greens. I've upped their hay content. And they will start doing their business.
Yeah.
Probably
that's what we
next
plan
week.
on doing back to good. We are going to keep all the fat and render it for the lard.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But American guinea hog, did you get a lot of bacon? Yes or no? And what is the real story with the Kuni meat? Now, I've heard that it's spectacular, but I've never had it. I don't know. And what would the cross look like? You know what I mean? I'm sure the butcher will help us out with that, but we'll see how it goes. Pigs, guys, we got pigs. We have been on our homestead now for 6 months and a week.
Well, we're not really getting pigs to keep on our farm, but
we're getting pigs.
We are.
We're getting pigs. We're skipping all that middle part, guys. We're not getting pigs and raising them and going to feed store and feeding them and slipping around in the rain and chasing them when they get loose and building infrastructure. We're getting pigs. We're bringing them to the butcher. We're bringing them to the freezer. It's almost like going to the grocery store. Almost.
Well, not really. But anyway.
Almost.
Yes, I'm just looking forward to bacon and sausage.
Bacon and sausage, hams, shoulder roasts. And you know what, guys? We got another freezer. So we went out there. We're heavy into tomato season right now. So Missy is freezing bags upon bags upon bags of tomatoes.
I know. I got to get going on making pasta sauce and doing all that other stuff.
We're
so busy.
Yeah, our first 2 freezers are jam-packed. So we got this other freezer, It's plugged in. It's cold. We said, okay, this is the perfect time. Let's organize these other 2 freezers that are full now. Make one a vegetable freezer, make the other one a meat freezer, and then we can move forward. So one is a stand-up freezer and the other is a chest freezer. Well, we started cleaning them out, and that stand-up freezer is chock full to the door.
All right. Yes, Joe Cool. I will send you an email of the fall crops that we're planting this year. It scrolled, so I couldn't read the entire thing.
Okay. And then White Rock says, you'd be surprised just how little bacon comes from one pig. You'll get bacon, but it's not as much as you'd think. That was something I always had to tell newbies at the butcher shop. Oh, Tara must be back.
Okay.
She was doing editing and Jason was commenting, but she must be back. That's fine. We have 2 pigs. Listen, I don't know. I'll take the bacon that I can get. 2 pigs.
Had a question too.
Tara, how much do you think a 350-pound boar and a 250-pound sow would give me in bacon? Because if I get 15 pounds of bacon out of both of those, I'll be very, very happy. But let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think a hog that size should produce in bacon. So,
hi, Paul. Paul says, hello, guys. How are you all? We're doing good.
We're doing good.
I'm trying not to miss anybody, so I keep looking at the chat and then checking. Let's see. Yeah, Christine, I know that we're going to miss all that fun of raising pigs, but like we said, these are already at butcher size, so it wouldn't be the same. Yeah. I want to get pigs that we are able to
raise ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
that'll happen.
No, getting pigs has always been part of our plan and part of our model here for the homestead.
She says all the fun is going to be missed. Poor Melissa and Eric.
Oh yeah. But that's okay.
Next spring.
That's okay, because now we're going to know, we're going to have an experience with picking cuts for the pig.
Yeah.
We're going to have experience with dealing with the processor with the pigs.
And what kind of pigs too,
and that's right. What kind of pigs, what we got from these pigs may determine what kind of feeder pigs we get moving forward. So there is experience in this part of it. But yes, Christine, we plan to get feeder pigs. I even have the area that I want to run the feeder pigs through. I just have to get in there. It's mostly in the woods. I've got to clear it out and get fencing in there. I've got to get all the infrastructure in for pigs. And we're just not there, guys. We're just not there. So this opportunity jumped up, and we had to get on it. We had no choice. I just couldn't let, whatever this is going to be, 250, 300 pounds of meat.
So that was Cindy's question. What does it cost to process a pig, and how many pounds of meat do you get approximately?
Okay. So Tara's going to have to help me out with this. But basically, you have 3 weights. You have your live weight, which is the weight the pig walks into the processor under. Then you have your hanging weight. That is after the butcher has eviscerated the pig and cleaned it all out. And then you have your package weight, which is all of your cuts and getting rid of the rest of the carcass. So my research tells me that you get 60 to 70% of the weight from live weight to hanging weight, or you lose 30 to 40% of the weight from live weight to hanging weight, and then you will lose another 30 to 40% of the weight from hanging weight to packaged weight. To packaged weight. So I figured it out. You're talking a 350-pound pig. Your processed, your hanging weight will probably be, it'll probably be around 250, 275. And then your packaged weight will be around 100 pounds, something like that. I don't have a calculator, but it's something like that.
Okay, so what did the processor tell us for both of the pigs?
Okay, so the processor said that it was 85 cents a pound hanging weight, not the packaged weight, hanging weight, to do the pig, and then a $50 disposal fee for each pig, which came out to be roughly $400 to do both pigs, all done, all set, all in, and that's where we're at. And I paid considerably less than that price for the two pigs. So if my calculations on the amount of loss are correct, so I calculated a 40% loss from live weight to hanging weight and a 40% loss from hanging weight to packaged weight, with the boar weighing 350 pounds and the sow weighing 250 pounds. And we figured it out to be roughly 200 to 225 pounds of meat that we would bring home.
Yep.
And lard.
Okay.
So that should answer your question, Cindy. And then all in, we were looking at less than, what did I say? 325?
I think so.
Less than 325 a pound at that calculation. So that's where we're at. $3.25 a pound gets us everything back from the butcher on these pigs, if my calculations are correct.
Hi, Dave Moffat. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey. Now, that being said, guys, I would love to process these two hogs here on the homestead and save all that processing money.
Yeah.
But the simple fact of the matter is, we don't have a meat grinder. We don't have a sausage packer.
No.
We don't have some of the things that we need to be able to process and make sausage patties, ground sausage, the different things that we would need. We just don't have the setup right now to process two pigs.
Eventually.
Eventually we will. I just don't have it now. I'm not opposed to processing a couple of pigs here. I just don't have all the stuff here and the infrastructure to do that right now. So that will be something that we will take on in the future. Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll have the farm smith, the meat smith come and do a pig processing class here at the homestead, and some charcuterie or something like that. You never know. You never know what the future holds. I'll tell you that right now. So, any other questions?
Yeah, that was White Rock. Did you read that one?
No. What did he?
Is a processor doing the kill? Yes.
Yes, the processor's going to take care of everything. I'm bringing the hogs to the processor live. So. Yeah,
we're not doing any of that. We don't have the infrastructures for those things.
Yeah. No, I mean, you kind of need a cooler. I mean, you can process a pig and get it down to its primal cuts.
Yeah.
But then you've got to age it, and we don't even have a setup to age that out. So we're a little ways away before we can process here.
We just process breakfast sausage and White Rock and salt and pepper patties.
Oh yeah. So
paid $1 a pound.
$1 a pound. Oh, nice. Well, that's very good.
Yep. Um, road less traveled. Welcome
Uh,
in. I think I missed you last time, right?
yes. They are
Um,
in the suburbs of Tulsa
mhm.
and Salina and Pryor, Oklahoma. Oh, okay. So they're out of Oklahoma. Well, these storms should be coming up your way then because they're coming south to north. So as long as they head a little bit west too, you should get some. I didn't look. I didn't blow the radar up that big. I'm not sure how widespread it is. So yeah, so that's it with the pigs, and then we have chicken
So,
processing coming up.
so Cindy wanted to know what is needed to make your own sausage from the meat.
Uh,
Basically, we would need a grinder, and we
we
don't have that.
we need a meat grinder.
And then a
We need
sausage filler.
we need
I mean,
yeah
we could do ground sausage,
we could
which is fine.
you can yeah your main piece of infrastructure is a
Yeah.
meat grinder. You need a
Mhm.
meat grinder so you can take
Yeah.
all your cuts and all your giblets and the different
Yeah.
things, all your end cuts, and some fat and some lard, and throw it in and get your sausage,
Yeah.
and then add your seasoning, your fennel, and whatever else you want to add to it, and you grind that up several times until you get it into ground sausage.
Yeah. Joe Cool says, "Do you have a backup power system for all your freezers?" Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, that wonderful generator.
We have a brand spanking new dual fuel white Westinghouse
Mm-hmm.
6,500 amp generator that has I've never put gas in it. I've never hooked it up. I never fired it up. We ordered it. We made sure that it was here when we got here. It's under a tarp. It's ready to go. It's out back, guys. It's right behind the camper, close to the electrical. So,
all right. So Dale at 9 Acres Farm was saying something about the boar.
are you talking about boar taint, Dale?
Yeah.
I am concerned about boar taint.
The boar will be so stout you will not be able to be around when it's cooking, and you will not be able to eat it as normal.
So
we thought of that.
I think you're talking about boar taint, and I was concerned about boar taint,
Mm-hmm.
but here's the thing. So I have heard a bunch of different stories about boar taint and boars, and a lot of people have told me that that's right. An intact boar,
Mm-hmm.
when that testosterone and those hormones are surging through it, it will taint the meat. I've also had other people have said as the pig ages, just like we do, guys, the hormones go down and there's not as many of them
Mm-hmm.
surge and throw you, and it's less of a problem. Now, that being said, when I went and looked at the pigs, I did not see that boar was intact. Okay, and boars, it's usually pretty obvious if they are fully intact. Now, they talked about them keeping them as breeders, but I didn't see anything.
And they never talked about her having piglets.
They never talked about her having piglets. And I was right up close. I scratched the back of that pig, and there was no stink, no scent whatsoever.
Actually, no, their whole farm, like you couldn't even tell that they had animals.
No, and these pigs were not bathed. They were kept outside in a pig pen, and they had a wattle, and they had all the things that a normal pig would have. So I'm going to look into that further when we go to pick them up. And then I will be bringing that issue up with the butcher. Uh,
Hey, Michigan Life above the 45th
It's
parallel.
Dale, it's-
Jason and Clarissa, how are you?
I'm into this deal now, so I
Yeah.
can't back out. I can't just take one and not the other. I'm in this deal, so buyer beware. I probably should have asked about that while I was there and sorted that whole beeswax out,
Yeah.
but I did not. And
Tara did
we'll see how it
say
goes.
from White Rock said that she has a sausage stuffer and I have a little patty press. She has recipes from the butcher shop for the seasonings. Yum.
Oh,
Salt and pepper patties are highly guarded secret.
yes. And I, and thank you, Tara. I appreciate it. But that's not the only infrastructure I need. I need a place to age these hogs, and I don't have it. I mean, a deer, I can harvest a deer, and I can bring it home, and I can cut it into primals, and I can throw it in a cooler full of ice and age it out that way, and it'll be perfectly fine. But I don't want to do that with a hog. I just don't want to do it. I need a place that I can hang it.
I think because the opportunity came up so fast, we just figured, you know what? If we're going to get these hogs, we're going to just bring them to the butcher,
That's right.
Get a freezer, and be done with it.
And be done. And we'll have a lot of meat for all this winter and well into next summer.
Oh, definitely. Between the chickens, rabbits, and
we'll never buy meat again from the grocery store, with the exception of our ground beef. And we're working on getting maybe a half a cow.
That's kind of what happened. We started talking about
half a cow. Yeah.
To see what it would take to get that, and Jamie was the one who was telling us about the pigs after we finished talking about the cow. She's like, here's an opportunity.
My neighbor's got a couple of pigs they're looking to get rid of. I'm like, oh, really? Well, because a half a cow, I'd need a 21 cubic inch freezer. And frankly, guys, our freezers are out in the carports. Like, I'll put another 7 or 10, but a 21 inch, that's a big chest freezer.
Yeah, Dale, we know we would have seen his jewels, but
I didn't see anything.
So we don't think that he was.
I'm not sure if he's intact.
Yeah. No.
And if he's not intact, from everything I've heard,
why
that
they've never had piglets.
Would explain why they've never had piglets. And then Bortane is not an issue. So yeah, that's we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody.
Yeah, I hope I didn't make a big mistake not bringing that up in the beginning. So I should have checked, guys. It's it comes down to experience. I just don't have the experience. So that is something I just didn't check into too quickly.
Cindy wants to have you please explain aging out.
Okay. Well, I will explain aging out, but Dave Moffat said they used to buy half a cow processed for around $1.50 a pound. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. Aging out. Okay, Cindy, so any meat you get, whether it's beef, whether it's chicken, whether it's pig.
Oh, I think 9 Acres answered her question.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to age that meat. There are tannins and basically the stuff that makes all living, breathing creatures get rigor mortis, tightening of the muscle. So your muscle is like this. When you die and get rigor mortis, it tightens up like this, and that's what makes everything stiff. Well, you put your meat in a cold environment below 40 degrees above freezing. And what that does is over time, that meat expands back out like this and loosens up. and that's called aging the meat.
It makes it more tender and better tasting.
Tender, better tasting, easier to work with. Every piece of meat you've ever eaten, Cindy, has been aged in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a part of the process. Cindy's up in New England, guys. I'm sure Cindy.
Oh, that must be Johnny from Gillum Farms.
Oh.
He says, "Hi, all. I'm driving."
Oh.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. How are you? So, Cindy, I'm sure you've been to your brother's house and seen a deer hanging from the barn or the back porch. And
Hey,
he'll leave
Mike
it.
Birch, how are you tonight? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, he'll leave it hanging there for like a week if the temperature's cold enough. That's what he's doing. He's aging that meat out. So,
yeah, Dave Moffat. When it's colder, yes, you can hang the deer right on a tree outside.
Oh, up in New England?
Well,
yeah. Oh.
He says that he used to just hang it out in the woods in the winter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that was a common thing for deer hunting up in New England because come October, it's maybe 50 during the day and it's in the 30s at night. So you could, especially once you got into shotgun season, you could easily just hang your meat out in the barn or in a garage or from a tree limb, and it would be perfectly fine and it would age out. But here in Arkansas, I don't have that opportunity.
Dave Moffat says, "I'm in New York."
Oh,
what are you doing in New York?
What are New York's? No, he's lives in upstate New York, I believe. Is he talking about the state of New York? Are you talking about the state of New York or the city of New York? Because the city of New York is not the state of New York. I've been to New York, and
that's true.
That's what I was thinking. It's a beautiful part of the country.
I was thinking that he was in New York City.
New York City. And New York City's okay, but if you like going to a city, but it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. I can look out over a pasture and see nothing out there but sunrise and trees. That's beautiful. Skyscrapers, pollution, crowdedness, traffic, not beautiful in my case. Waiting till everything. I'm gonna move to. You're gonna move to Arkansas. He is in upstate New York,
halfway between Syracuse and.
Okay, no problem. No kidding, in Binghamton. Oh, no kidding.
Did you tell us before you were moving to Arkansas? Because
I think
I don't know if we forgot or not. But
I have friends that live about 60 miles north of Syracuse. They're in a town called Altmar, and they just bought a homestead in Alaska.
Yeah.
Year before last. So that's on my bucket list. These are the oldest friends I have in my entire life. I've known them since I was 13 years old. And we still we only communicate with Christmas cards now, but every Christmas we send cards, and every once in a while we'll send a letter. Al and Linda, if you're watching, I miss you. They have a place in Alaska. And
I know, it'd be nice to go visit.
That's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list to go to Alaska and see my friends and maybe get a chance. I would just love to explore Alaska, but if I could do some moose hunting in Alaska, that would be fantastic. I certainly would like to go to the falls where the grizzly bears hunt the salmon.
So
that would be fantastic.
Says that Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse is about 3 hours from my house.
Oh, okay. Oh, no kidding. Where in Arkansas are you thinking of moving to? Have you picked an area yet? Let us know down in the comments. Moose hunting would be awesome, Christine. Yeah. Moose hunting would be awesome. Now we have
Just
elk here,
seeing a
and
moose is awesome.
yeah, we've seen moose up
Yeah.
in Maine, and they're very large animal. We have elk here in Arkansas. They have a lottery draw, a lottery hunt where you can get tags for the elk. I might put in for it. I might not. I'm gonna wait a few years. I would have to go scope them out. I would have to do a lot of research into elk hunting. But I know if I did go elk hunting, I think I'd want to do it with the muzzleloader.
Yeah.
I just think I would want to. I think I would want to try that more. One shot is all you get, kind of a way of doing it. I don't know. When the time comes, I'll think of it there.
Okay. So he's looking at the western side.
So you're looking at the western side over by Texas and Oklahoma. Over by Simple, yeah, and Bobblehead and all those guys. Well, it's beautiful country over there.
It is a nice area.
Beautiful country over there. But don't give the eastern side, don't shy away from the eastern sides of the Ozarks. It's pretty beautiful over here too, guys. So just give it a look-see before you make any decisions.
Well, he probably already has.
Well, he might have. For sure. Michigan Life. Oh, yeah. We put in to draw in hunts for elk here. Oh, Christine said they put in for the elk hunt in Oklahoma. Yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be really that would be a game changer to get an elk.
Yeah.
We'd need a bigger freezer then now, wouldn't we, Christine?
Southeast Kansas is pretty good too.
Southeast
9 acres.
I'm sorry. Farms. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say, is that 9 acres? So they are Kansas. I thought it was Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, there are beautiful parts in every corner of America.
There are.
And every region, every state has its jewels and has its dump zones. I don't prefer any one to the other. I grew up in New England. I was a truck driver. I drove all over America. I was in the music business. I drove all over America. It is what it is, guys. Like we just happened to settle in this area.
Yeah.
And we're very happy with it. Wherever you are, if you're happy with it and it's beautiful and it makes your heart fill with joy, then I'm happy for you. I am totally happy for you. So
yeah, it's not only the eastern side that gets the bad weather. They get some bad weather too.
What on the western side?
Yeah, they got flooded out plenty of times.
Oh yeah, they get. So over in the Fort Smith, Fayetteville side of Arkansas, you get all those storms that kind of come up out of Texas and skirt the Texas-Oklahoma line, where we actually get most of our storms come down out of the northwest, out of north of Tulsa and up out of Kansas. Our storms come down that way. So it's kind of a weird mix how that works. I would assume the Ozarks play a big role in what happens with our weather. But hey, we watch Simple Life and we watch, Country Road Cure too.
And Jeff from Bobblehead.
And Jeff and Drew and Lindsay. We watch all those channels.
And Dave from Come On Mountain.
And let me tell you something. They get some nasty storms over there.
They do.
And if you catch it, usually we have the storm here. Then we see their video because it's finally gotten edited. And we realize, that storm that was here yesterday, it was in their video 3 days ago, and they just got a chance to edit it now. So it's not that much different. Like White Rock. If it rains in White Rock, it will be raining an hour later here.
Yeah.
It's pretty much destined. Like the rain that Tara and Jason got stuck in today, go check out their channel. They got a short out. They were out doing some kayaking and got caught in the rain. That rain came right through here. Probably a half hour, 45 minutes later.
Yeah, said it was going to rain like 4 o'clock, and then 2:15 it was
2:15, 2:30, something like that.
Oh, there you go,
Boom.
Tara. She plugged in her YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. Go check out her channel. Because they were having a blast, and then, storm clouds on the horizon.
We are about a half an hour away from Denise and Marcel.
Yeah, we're about a half hour away from those guys. They're south of us.
Yep.
They also usually get the weather that we get.
Yeah.
But
hi, Glenda, Bendel. Thanks for joining us.
They're here.
How are you
tonight?
So
as it comes out of the northwest, we get the storm at the same time, roughly. So.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Glenda. Hello, Tilted K, Missy, and Eric. Thank you so much. Jan, I saw you working on the smokehouse today. Does that mean that you are going to be smoking your fish from now on? Kevin, is that what's going to happen? You're going to no more fried fish. You're just going to be smoking it?
No more fried stuff for you.
Yeah, that's okay. Let me tell you, and you know what, Kevin? You can smoke lobster.
Just about everything.
You can smoke lobster. You can take scallops, put them in your regular baked scallop tray with your butter and all your garlic, and throw that in the smoker and smoke them. I mean, it's not just fish. You can do a lot of seafood. Smoked crab. You can do a lot of seafood in a smoker.
We'll be smoking everything except pot.
Well, good for you. Good for you. That's good to hear. Glenda Blair. Oh, White Rock. Oh, no, went. Just to be fair, White Rock Nation says, just to be fair, it's Jason at the keyboard right now. Laugh out loud. Tara went to check seeds after the rain.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Oh, you know what to do? Get the hose out and put it on the canopy so she'll think it's still raining. No, that's a stupid idea.
No.
That's a stupid idea. Don't mess with Tara. Tara's a good girl. Don't lock the door or anything.
All right.
Well, we have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Any questions from you guys?
Hey, welcome in, Pathways Homestead. How are you?
Hey, Pathways. How are you? It was nice meeting you guys at the Homesteaders
event.
I know,
your little tiny house is awesome.
Yeah, it was totally awesome. And I'm sorry it was so hot the first day. I was basically in a fog and didn't even register who I was talking to or what I was doing, but it was definitely a pleasure meeting you guys.
Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Rebecca.
Thanks for joining
us.
us.
Joe Cool, excellent live as usual. Thank you, Joe Cool. We appreciate it.
Doing good. It was nice to meet you all. We've been crazy busy too.
Yeah.
Yes, it has been.
Something about homesteading and busyness, they just kind of go together.
They just got in from foraging.
Oh, really? Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Did you find anything good?
Yeah, I just found some chicken of the woods that I froze from last year in the freezer when I did the clean out.
Were you at the Okie
No,
meetup?
we were not. No, we were not at the
Okie
meetup. The Homesteaders Expo in Marshfield, Missouri is the only event we have gone to so far, and the only event we'll go to this year. Now, there is a homesteading event in Hardy in the end of September.
Yeah.
Hardy's 20 minutes away. We might shoot over and go to that, so that'd be nice, but no other major events. We're building a homestead, guys. We got stuff to do.
A homestead. We're still trying to build a home.
Yeah, we're still trying to build the home, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Ooh, Glenda. We talked. Oh, what news did I miss? We talked a lot about us getting pigs.
We're getting pigs.
They're at butcher weight, so we are bringing them to the butcher so that we'll have meat in our freezer. Let's see, what else did we talk about? We talked about fall garden and what else? Just trying to give her a rundown.
Homesteading stuff. But Junk to Gems will be live Tuesday at 6. They just said.
For our birthday live.
A birthday live. Awesome.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, our hour is up. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Look for that video tomorrow. I got my hunting area all cleaned up.
Oh, Cindy says, love you both and so proud of your progress so far.
Thank
we love
you,
you
Cindy.
Too, Cindy.
All right, guys. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.